Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel Yosi Kingdom, where we make your outstanding self ignite. And as always is your host Yosi, and today I'm going to be delving into red flags in friendships and relationships. So let's get started. I cannot overemphasize the importance of having the right relationships, having the right friendships, having the right person that you call your husband or your wife, or somebody that you hold really dear, someone that you put in your close circle. So it's important for you to have the right people around you, and you have to be intentional about that. So I'm going to be spotting several red flags to note in friendships and relationships, so that you can use that to evaluate your current situation, to evaluate your current friendships and relationships, and review them to see if this is what you need to continue or those that you need to let go of. Now, a major red flag that I've noticed is when people have friends or somebody that they're in a relationship with that has different values from them, and then they'll say, well, I'm just very tolerant, I'm just someone who embraces people with their own perspectives, with their beliefs, whatever the case may be. I'm able to just tolerate people, and you feel like you're saying something really sweet until it bites you in the butt. So let me first of all explain. Now, let's say you have this friend who doesn't believe that there's anything wrong in having a relationship with a married man as long as they have an understanding, but you don't believe in the same thing. You believe that it is wrong, and so you don't engage in that. But this person brings you all of the gist, all of the juicy stuff, and just tells you all of the information. Or maybe this person doesn't even talk to you about that, but you are aware that this person engages in that. Now, down the line, you have now gotten married, and guess what? It is your husband that is in this person's radar, and now you're upset because how can she do this to you? Well, she was doing it to somebody else and you were enjoying the gist, or she was doing it to somebody else and you felt, well, as long as it's not me, now it has come to you, now you are now upset. Did you think that you were special, or that you just had some sort of covering and protection that it will not get to you? And that's a major mistake that people don't understand until it becomes too late. You put a snake around you, and then you're wondering why it has come to bite. The people that you should have in your circle should be those who have the same or similar values as you, not people that have opposing values as you, because they would come to bite. That's the truth. They would actually come to attack you at the end of the day. So you need to protect yourself and ensure that you have the right set of people around you. The kind of friends that you should have in your circle should be those who have the same or similar values as you, not those who have opposing values, and then you're wondering why they come to bite you at the butt. It's very important that you're intentional about your friendships. So you have that friend who is always borrowing money and is always complaining about the person that lends him that money, that person is always shouting and making the noise, and then you are supporting this your friend to say, what's the big deal? How much did he borrow? What's the big deal? And then later down the line, you lent this your friend some money, and the friend has refused to pay you back. Now you're now upset and saying, why would this your friend not pay you back? I mean, you were there when this your friend owed another person money, and you were joining this your friend to say, what's the big deal? So what's the big deal in your own now? Why are you so upset? Why are you carrying your shoulder up? Why are you angry? Why are you franking your face? Now, when it comes to somebody that you want to date, you have no business in having a relationship with somebody that doesn't share the same values as you, because it is obviously going to turn into a huge conflict later on. You have no business in associating with somebody who doesn't have the same values as you. It's just a very rocky place to be in. Now, another major red flag that I've noticed is when you notice that a friend or somebody that you're in a relationship with is always jealous about your progress. Let's say you're moving forward in your business, in your career, in whatever that you're doing, and this person just has a negative vibe towards that. Like, the person just gives an attitude simply because you're doing well. So when you have that promotion and you come to share, the person just starts giving you an attitude or start nagging you about the fact that maybe you're now being proud because you just got that raise in a promotion, or got that increase, or got that upliftment. The person just starts feeling like you're giving an attitude. He's always complaining that you are now proud, or you're now somehow because you got a promotion, and you know fully well that you're not being proud, or your character has not changed in any way. It's just this person feeling inferior to your progress. Then you need to cut that person loose, because the person doesn't want you to progress. The person wants you to remain down. The person wants you to just remain stagnant, or wants to always be better than you. And once you get better than that person, the person is going to feel uncomfortable and is going to try to pull you down or cause some sort of quarrel or another. So there's no point in having somebody who cannot cheer you on, who cannot encourage you to do more and to get better at whatever you're doing. Anyone that is jealous of your progress, anyone that is jealous of your achievements, is not a good friend. It's not a good person to be in a relationship with. And it also goes into the fact that maybe you're dating a guy that doesn't like the fact that you're earning more than him. I mean, cut that guy loose, because that person doesn't want your progress. If that person can realize that when you succeed, he or she also succeeds, then that's the kind of friend that you need to have. Now, another major red flag is if your friend or the person that you're in a relationship with hides things from you. So this person maybe hides the fact that they're doing something important to advance themselves. Now, let's say this your friend is applying for Canada permanent residency, and you guys are close. You guys talk like almost every time, and this your friend refused to tell you that he or she is applying for Canada permanent residency, only for you to realize this after the person has gotten it and after everything has been finalized, and the person now tells you, okay, I'm traveling. And even worst case, the person now tells you only after he or she has relocated, and then now informs you that, well, I was applying for Canada permanent residency and now I'm in Canada. And you're like, but we just discussed like last week, and you could not tell me that you were applying. You did not tell me about any of the processes, whatnot. Am I a witch that is going to hold you down, or what? Any friend that cannot feel free to share with you the things that they're working on, the things that they're doing, is not a true friend, or the person doesn't see you as a good person. Because if this person sees you in a positive light, knowing that you would encourage, knowing that you would root for this person, then why would he or she hide these things? That means the person doesn't value your friendship, or doesn't see you as a real friend, for the person not to share this kind of information with you. So a friend that's always hiding what he or she is doing, especially when it comes to things that have to do with progress, that person is not your friend. That person just wants to move ahead and leave you behind. Because a true friend who is doing things to move forward in life would also inform his or her friends about that, so that they too can all do this thing together and advance together. I mean, there's enough space in the air for all the birds to fly. So if this person feels like they want to progress first and then let you know afterwards because of what, then that person is not a true friend. And even when it comes to relationships, when you have that, and even And even when it comes to somebody that you are dating, like someone that you really want to marry, and the person does like important things and doesn't tell you, then that person doesn't value you at all. The person doesn't see you as part of their future. I mean, the person buys a house, doesn't tell you. The person buys a land, doesn't inform you. I mean, the person does something major and doesn't inform you. The person applies to relocate out of the country, doesn't inform you, and you guys are dating. It means that person doesn't see you in his or her future. So you need to be very attentive to know that this person is giving you the signals to know that it's not going to work out. So prepare yourself already. Maybe you need to have a conversation with that person to explain to the person how you feel regarding that, and the person doesn't understand, or the person is showing that they don't see you in his or her future, then you need to just take a walk. Now, a major red flag is when somebody that you call your friend or somebody that you're dating is disloyal to you or doesn't have your best interest at heart, cannot defend you when you're not there. I mean, if this person is in a place where people are talking negatively about you and this person cannot speak out on your behalf, cannot speak up to defend you, then that person is not your true friend. Like if you come and tell me as my friend and say, well, XYZ person was talking bad about you, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, what did you say? I mean, what did you say to defend me? Because it's not about just what they said. Because for me, it's about you putting that element of doubt to what that person is saying by providing an alternate, view about me. It's about you speaking up on my behalf. It's about you defending me. If you cannot defend me and you just sit there and watch people talk trash about me and you're not going to defend me in any way, then you are not my friend. I mean, the mere fact that people know you as my friend and feel comfortable in talking trash about me in your presence shows that they already see you as disloyal to me, or they already see you as someone that, is not really connected to me. Like, you're not really a true friend. Because I don't think that anybody would have the nerve to talk negatively about my friend in my presence. They're going to hear it. Like, they're going to hear it from my mouth. I'm going to answer. I'm going to defend my friend. So that's just it. And I've heard someone say that, well, as long as I know that what they're saying is not true, I don't care what they say. And I'm like, it's not about you. It's about the other people who will be going home with the false impression about me. When you are there, to at least give that element of doubt to what that person is saying, so that they can at least have another perspective to who I am, to just at least speak up for my behalf. And if they now decide to continue to think bad about me, that's their business. I really don't care what people would say about me, but at least give them a glimpse of the truth about me, because you know that truth. But don't sit there and just watch people talk trash about me and then just be quiet and mute and just watching, and then you're coming to tell me, oh, this person said XYZ about you. For me, a true friend sticks up for his or her friend. The same thing with somebody that I'm dating. The person needs to be able to stand up and speak for me. The person needs to be able to defend me. The person needs to be able to defend me in every way. The same thing for whoever you are dating. The person needs to be able to speak up for you. The person needs to be able to defend you. So you go to meet the family of the person that you're dating, and they're talking to you any type of way. They're talking to you disrespectfully. They're talking to you, negatively. And then the person that you're dating is sitting there just watching and not saying anything. Come off it. If the person cannot defend you in front of their mother or their sisters or whoever, then that person is not a very good person for you. That's just the honest truth. Talk to that person and let the person know that the person has fallen your hand, big deal, and the person needs to remedy it as soon as possible, or you're out. Because anybody that cannot defend you, and anybody that can allow for their family members, their mom, their dad, their sisters, whomever, to talk negatively, to talk trash about you, to disrespect you, doesn't understand that they're also disrespecting them as well. So if the person cannot allow you to be respected amongst their family members, it's going to continue. Now, when you get married, you're wondering why the mother is talking to you any kind of way. You're wondering why they're disrespecting you left, right, and center. It's because it started from even before you got married. So you need to ensure that the person that you're dating is mature enough to control that situation and to get them to understand that they are not going to disrespect you. The person is not going to take them disrespecting you in any type of way. It's as simple as that. The person must have your back at all times. And yes, there might be times when you are actually wrong, but your partner should not watch people just, dragging you in the mud because you're wrong. Your partner should be able to call you inside and speak to you and let you know that, okay, you messed up, you did wrong, and let you know that you need to apologize or make amends in some way or form. But if that partner of yours is going to watch them drag you in the mud simply because you made a mistake, then that partner of yours, I'm sorry to say, does not have sense. To be honest, that partner is not serious. Now, another major red flag is if your friend or the person that you're dating is not helpful or supportive. So you're doing something, you're doing a business, you're trying to do any type of thing, and then this your friend is not going to be there to support you and is constantly always avoiding to be there to support you in any way or form, then that person is not really your true friend. I mean, if you're going to be launching your business, your friend should be there for you, to applaud you, to support you in some type of way. I mean, it doesn't mean that they have to give you money or anything, but support you in the way that they can, and they show that they're encouraging you and helping you along the way. They're cheering you on. Your friends should be supportive of whatever you are doing, and it's the same thing for the person that you're dating. The person must be at the forefront of hailing you, cheering you on, supporting you. Anybody that mocks your progress, anybody that mocks your growth is not the right person for you. Anybody that's going to make you feel bad about your little beginnings is not the right person for you. Honestly, detox from those kind of people. Have friends that would encourage you, that would help you, that would give you the necessary insight and knowledge that will help you to win in all that you do. That's just it. Now, last but not least, is when you have the person that is your friend or someone that you're dating that lacks the fruits of the spirit. The person doesn't operate in love, joy, kindness, goodness, gentleness, patience, self-control, faithfulness. Then that person is someone that you need to be weary of. Someone that doesn't act in love, someone that is not patient with you, that is not gentle, that is not kind, that is not patient, that is always, angry, is always, treating you in a very horrible type of way. The person is not joyful, the person is not faithful, the person doesn't have self-control. You need to be careful of such people. That is a major red flag, and that's about character. Someone that lacks a good character is not someone that you should have as your friend, because it's only a matter of time before that character will be lashed out at you, and then you'll be wondering what's going on. So if you have that friend that's always having fights with their siblings, with their parents, with their neighbors, with their cousins, with people around them, and you're always making excuses for that friend, it's only a matter of time before that person is going to have a quarrel with you, and then you'll be wondering why people are not going to be at your defense, because the person has been having quarrels left, right, and center, and you've been ignoring it. It's actually going to get to your turn. So you need to be careful to ensure that you have people in your inner circle that have the right character, that are joyful, that are loving, that are kind, that are patient, that are gentle, that have joy, that are faithful, that have self-control. These fruits of the spirit are really important. These are the fruits of the spirit. So it's important for you to note that this friend of yours or the person that you are dating particularly has this fruits basking really well in their lives. So that's it for the red flags that have to do with friendships and relationships. So if you like this video, please ensure that you subscribe to this channel and that you click the notification bell to get notified when we release a new video. And of course, like this video and share with your friends and family so that they can join the Yosi Kingdom, because we want to make your outstanding self ignite, and we can meet on our social media handles on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Love you guys. Bye.